I can show you the world. Shining shimmer. Shit! Shit! Holy shit! Aladdin 2019. If I wasn't too sick, I would have screamed out of my mouth. Guys, this was the third movie I saw to catch up. The movie came out 1 week after the US release in Japan. No, 2 weeks. And guess what, guys? I fucking hated this film. Aladdin. Hated this film. Fucking Disney. Fucking Disney. And we have two or three more live action movies for Disney. So it is clear that Disney just lost its mind. Fuck that, guys. I literally came out screaming fuck once I finished watching this film. I'm not, and I can't believe that there are people who are defending this film. But you know why they're defending this film? It's because it's Disney. Nope. Apparently, the company of Disney is now considered as the Messiah, in which you say whatever you want to say anything bad about it, no matter if they are doing it wrong, they're gonna come out as a judgment and say, no, but it's Disney. It's not meant for you. It was meant for kids. You're just fooling yourself. You're just fooling yourself because of the media of the enchantment of Disney. Especially in this day and age in which they have nothing to do but to reboot them in live action just because they want to cover up that they have no more ideas. They have no more ideas to create a creative live action film. They just want to rehash all the beloved cartoons that we love, and dissing out the effort that all the animators have given it all during the 90s Disney Renaissance. I'm sorry I'm pissed, guys. This movie pissed me off a lot. Because here's also what makes this movie worse. Because Aladdin for the 90s is one of my most beloved 90s film that there is. I do remember watching it when I was a kid, and it was everywhere, and I did saw it a few years ago, and it still holds up. Aladdin is probably one of my favorite animated films there is. And by the way, I'm not counting just in case the Return of Jafar, the TV series, and the finale, the King of Thieves. Let's just talk about this abomination called Aladdin 2019. With all these live action films, I lost hope. I lost hope on Disney. Because it's just that. It's just nothing. It's just a cash grab. And Disney knows they're gonna win their money because it's Disney, and we all feel attached to our beloved classics. It's almost, in a way, it's just evil. I'll say it's just evil. And that's the manipulative mastermind that these guys have. It's kind of like it's almost like their business it feels like war. Let's say they know the strategies of war, and they know how people works, and in a way that's scary. That's pretty scary. And if people don't stop don't stop caring for all these Disney films. It's gonna keep on doing money and money, and what else is gonna get? I bet Disney will buy the government, or Disney will buy the internet. I mean, let's give out the world to Disney. At this point, if you guys keep praising Aladdin and not saying any shit about it, and keep watching these films, and which I am also really guilty about it, because I don't have the right to ask the money back from this movie theater. Once I've seen this movie, then who I am to judge? And you know what? How many minutes has been been? I'm supposed to make a review out of this movie, but I just spent the first few minutes just ranting, when I'm supposed to be talking about it. So, you go, you piece of shit. You're gonna see me angry in this one. Swear words, no censor. Fuck this movie. Here we go. Simply, why do I have to bother telling you what the movie about? Because everybody knows it. Everybody knows the Aladdin movie. I don't even have to tell you what the movie is about. Yeah, it's about the thief and the magic lamp and all this stuff. But I bet that anyone who's seen this, who's probably watching me, they are not watching it. Who am I care? I'm just a simple guy making a hobby out of a vlog, and probably I'm just a family member just watching me just to not watching me because this movie is gonna be long for them. Long for them. You know what? I don't care. Just sit there and hear me rant about this godforsaken film. Because this movie is proof. And I say millions and millions and millions of times when I rant about these films, is that no matter how much you try, you can never, ever translate the magic animated world into live action. In order to do that, you have to put much more effort than what it is, because if you put a lot of effort in doing an animated film, the hell there's gonna be the exact same kind of effort when you do live action. No matter how much CGI you're gonna incorporate it. And from the beginning of the movie, it's all dull and dull and dull. Everything is dull. You don't see the same passionate energy that they given out to every sequence of the film. It follows the same storyline of the 90s Aladdin film, because Disney doesn't know how to make us kind of like a second adaptation that deviates from the original story. Hell, I wish they could have taken more inspiration from the original Aladdin story, because the Aladdin story, the original tale, it doesn't involve just a genie on the lamp. It also involves a genie on the ring. But if I tell the story here, it's gonna take like an eternity. So they can't do that. They just you feel like they are crushed from the originality of the original 90s film. You feel that they tried, and what makes it worse is that whenever they want to put something new, they just want to appease the social demographic by giving kind of like more political commentary, which they have the subplot that they speak about it, in which that Jafar wants to go into war with a nation that doesn't go anywhere. I'll go later with something that I hate about Jasmine, but in due time, because when I'm just so mad that I don't even know where to start. Okay, let's start out about the acting. The acting is awful. Awful acting. I hate the acting. It's the typical Disney Channel acting that you're gonna get and everything. The guy who plays Aladdin, Mena Massoud, yeah, I don't think that if he's Arabic enough. I don't know, because every time he comes up with this pretty smile, I just want to punch him. And you know what? Every Disney actor do that. Every person who act like in Disney, when they come up with this wincy smile, it's technically kind of like a predator, looking for the next child to hand them candy. That's how they act. And everybody does that. Everyone looks too pretty for. It's too pretty, I'll say. Too pretty. I know that it's a fairy tale for family friendly, but no. Then there is this girl, Naomi Scott, playing Jasmine. Jasmine. In a way, there are times that she kind of acts like Latina when we're supposed to be Arabian. And no, man, I think that, is it me or they just tan her skin to make her look Arab? They also created this character named Dahlia, played by Nassim Pedrad, who, god damn, she was only created for nothing. She was only there just to become the kind of like the love interest of the genie, which I'll get to it. But you can notice that there are times in which she slips off her British accent in Arabia. And she serves no purpose. No purpose. She's basically kind of like a human pet. You know that in the Aladdin film, the pets are not only that Abu, the magic carpet, and Raja, the tiger. Well, let's add a fourth pet. It is a human pet. And the guy who plays Jafar, played by Marwan Kensari, he's awful. He's very stoic on his acting. I always talk like this. I don't feel threatening. I'm not as slimy as the animated counterpart. He doesn't even try to at least overact in everything. He just felt robotic in every way. And honestly, this guy, he's proof of the problem of every single actor in this film. And that is that no one in their life can come up with a good Middle Eastern accent. And when they try to do it, they sound fake as hell. It's phony as hell. Oh, and of course, let's address the elephant in the room, which is none other than the reason why they marketed this film. And that is none other than Will Smith as the genie. I like Will Smith, but there are some times in which they pick him in the wrong movies. This is the second time that I didn't like Will Smith. I mean, I didn't like him in After Earth. Although in After Earth, I can forgive him because it wasn't his fault. Well, partially his fault, but it's mostly his son's fault. But this one, I don't know what they did to him. Somehow, the charm of him has been sucked away. I know that he's not trying to imitate Robin Williams, but at this point, where you had material that most of them was improvised by Robin Williams, and you don't know how to outlast this, you fail. I know this is not a competition, but Will Smith and Robin Williams are two separate kind of performances. But Will Smith kind of felt like he's toned down most of the time. He's toned down to the point that he doesn't feel like the charisma of Will Smith is there. He's just restrained to the role and the role. You don't let him do that. And for the most part, I don't believe that he's the genie of the lamp that we love. I think that he's mostly playing Sam. You know, the Shaquille O'Neal genie? And all these kind of like... You know, at this point, I just kind of wanted... At this point, this is one of the few movies that actually needed the rapping genie. If Will Smith is very well known to be the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, make him rap. Make him rap. But considering the music choices that they did, the music, the remixes of the original film songs are bought up. I hated all of them. They don't feel the energy out of it without don't get me started on that extra song that they added. An extra song that they just only did it just for girl power and social justice warrior, which I feel that this movie is hijacked by the same critics that they decided that it's okay to put political messages in the Star Wars films. Oh, did I mention that this movie is directed by Guy Ritchie? Yeah, let's give the rights to direct this film to the idiot who created one of the worst King Arthur movies in the whole world. Yeah, it's the same guy who directed King Arthur, Legend of the Sword, which is an awful movie. And you give him to direct Aladdin? Fine choice, Disney, fine choice. You keep on giving the chance to people who don't deserve or still needs room to improve for making your movies. And considering that you're Disney, I expect better from you. What else I can say about this movie? No mystery also, I will say. There's no sense of enchantment about this movie because, let me tell you, because, it's not, when you're making a movie that is really based from another source material that is none other than Aladdin 90s, it is also, I will say that you can't help but to make comparisons. And don't bring me to saying, oh, you put it into its own movie. No. When there's something and then another thing happens that comes from it, there is no room. The thing still exists, and you have to compare it, of course, and you have to see how well they do and well they don't. Despite that, this Aladdin 2019 is such a mediocre film. Here's the perfect example. The first 2 minutes where it fails, because it started out with, Will Smith as kind of like a sailor, and then he has 2 children, and he's the one who's gonna tell the story of Aladdin, which this breaks the mystery in a million pieces, because let's compare it to the other one. The other one starts with just this peddler who he's the one who's gonna tell the story. We don't know anything about the peddler. Although the peddler is technically suggested that he is the genie, but it's never established that. It leaves out to your imagination. That this kind of proves how better the original is. Oh, and another thing that I want to rant about in songs. Every time when they sing, when they sing is auto-tune. Will Smith is auto-tune. He doesn't sound when he sings any of the songs. It's always auto-tune, because I bet that none of these actors can sing. And you know what? For me, this is cheating. It's cheat when you auto-tune. I think we should come to a point in which we should stop auto-tuning because that's cheating. Nobody likes a cheater. Many of those movies teaches us that it's not good to cheat. And I know that movies is kind of like where you can put magic here and there, but I disagree. I disagree when it's about voice performance because the art of singing requires some effort in it. And when you do auto-tuning, that's basically cheating. So please, Disney, no more auto-tuning. Get better artists and better singers. If they can't sing and act, I think that they have to work hard for that. Let's bring out the best effort there is. And speaking of effort, whenever they come with with the spectacle of the scenery, the props, mostly on some of the musical parts, it all looks so diminished compared to the animation. The animated film has things almost everywhere, energy, jumping around, lots of stuff. But this one is kind of like it's kind of like, imagine if they have the animated film and they say, no, cut these scenes, this is gonna affect the budget. And man, that nobody. Sorry, it's just that you cannot tell how much I was so pissed on this film, and I just hope that. Let me tell you that I don't think that this movie is also good for children, I'll say. I mean, the child next to me was actually watching a better movie in a tablet more than watching the film. She was actually watching The Incredibles, in a tablet, which this kind of begs the question. This kind of was the question: why a child had to watch another movie in a movie theater? And it always kind of makes me feel embarrassed when I begin to hear the dialogue of the movie, because they kind of force themselves the jokes. The jokes are so forced that, well, some idiots, and I don't regret calling them idiots, some idiots, they kind of laugh. I would just kind of like, how embarrassing. They even try to force in themselves a joke about jams. Kind of in a sexual manner, but it was so unfunny that it's almost like the movie feels like, well, that's all I got. What else I can say about this movie? It does. Aladdin is dull. Jafar is dull. Jasmine. Oh, Christ. It wanted to establish that Jasmine is kind of like a smart, independent woman. When I don't know what was the problem. Jasmine was smart and kind of independent in the original film. I mean, not perfectly independent, but still, she acted what she got, and I mean, she was the one who she actually stand up with a doofus and letting her tiger bite his ass, and she is not afraid to speak up her mind, even during the film, as progressively there is. But the new movie kind of feels like they wanted to incorporate it, and they say that, oh, she's into books, even though you never see any moment of her reading, except we're looking for maps in a few moments, because they just wanted to put saying that reading is for idiots. You don't want to put that stupid thing from the remake of Beauty and the Beast assholes, and that feeling, and that they want to say that, oh, Jasmine, you're fit to become the Sultan. You become the Sultan at the end of the movie. Look, I'm not trying to diminish women. I'm not. I hate feminism as much as I hate chauvinism. I hate them both. But let's put this into kind of like a grounded perspective, even for a fairy tale. Agrabah. Agrabah is based on the Middle East. And sadly, the Middle East, it is technically a men-empowered government. A men-dominant society. Women are... I know that women are fighting their hardest to get their rights, their equal rights like men, from men. They're fighting their hardest. And they're still not achieving it up to this date. It still needs something to work on it. And I don't think just a fairy tale can help this. And with some petty words that it doesn't felt earned. No, Aladdin, you don't deserve to become the symbol of women's rights in the Middle East. You don't deserve that, especially considering how shitty you are. I can't, guys. I can't stress how much I hate this. I hate this Aladdin film. Nothing is earned. What else I can say? Because this movie deserves all the trash that it deserves. Okay, the CGI, goddamn awful. Very lackluster. You can see how fake everything is. They try, you know the iconic song, Never Had a Friend Like Me, the Genie song. Compare this one to the animated film, and you're gonna see that the animated version has more stuff, lots of energy, lots of good things going on, lots of effort in it, compared to the other one that doesn't feel like it is earned. It's just kind of just, okay, it's by the book, let's do this. Boo the monkey is also a little bit more unlikable in this film. They wanted to, because he kind of... It's just a CGI monkey. And you know what? Also, when people kind of begin to laugh at the monkey, it kind of proves the intelligence of the audience. Especially the one that I went through. The intelligence of the audience was so bad that they just laugh at everything just that a monkey do because monkey. Yeah. The carpet, just there. The tiger, Raja, just there. I did establish that they wanted to, almost like during the climax, they wanted to establish some kind of arc into the captain of the guard, but it's not there. It felt unearned because they just wanted to shoehorn in their feminist agenda about speechless. Oh yeah, that's the name of that extra song that they want to do. Speechless, and they waste time with that. Dad, I get it, but this is not the kind of movie you're going through. Don't do it with the original film. If you want to do this, at least try some original material instead of botching the 90s film that we love. what else do I get to say? The Sultan, nothing. He's just nothing. The Sultan is nothing. Iago is just a parrot. Just a parrot that repeats everything. He doesn't have the... the irritating likability and the swarminess of Gilbert Lockhart. No, it doesn't have that. He's just a parrot. The genie again. The CGI Will Smith, he kind of looked like a Shaq Fu character that I kind of laugh out at. But then, because they want to save their budget, they just took off that blue collar out of him. They forced him out the romance with this new character named Dahlia, who shares no purpose on the film. Which, basically what they do is that it kind of it definitely distracts the... what is a movie about Aladdin. The movie is about Aladdin, not about the genie. It's about... it's kind of like they're missing the point of the film. I know that the genie is kind of like, let's say, the best part of the 90s film. Because let's face it. In the 90s film, the genie is played by Robin Williams. Some of the lines were improvised. And since they're animated, they had a lot of liberties to what the genie can do. I mean, he can even turn into some of their beloved cartoon characters in one point or another, but which again is kind of like a double-edged sword, and I'm not gonna go into this right now because this movie is now going as far as along with me just sulking about it. But now with the genie just being Will Smith trying center stage out of it, it doesn't help. It doesn't help at all in anything. And it felt really, really, really useless. I wish I could say stay away from this movie, but... already this film came out kind of like 2-3 weeks ago here in the States, and I bet that all of you mother effers just already gave your money out of it. So the damage is already done, but I bet that there are still many people who are gonna defend this film just because it's a Disney film, because it's a movie that is for family friendly, a movie that is for children that doesn't deserve it. You want to entertain your children? Make them watch the 90s film, the Aladdin 90s film. That one's great. That was still one of the best, one of the movies that made the renaissance of the Disney era. You want a movie that showcase good girl power in the middle of the Middle East? Watch Persepolis. Persepolis gives a better message of woman power in a country that has problems with a male society government. So sorry about this, but Aladdin, fuck this film. Fuck everybody involved with this film. I don't care what everybody says about this. So why do I bother? That is a whole new world of shit. And there's nobody like and there's no... I just don't even know how to close up this, so bada bing, bada boom, bada bing, bada boom. This movie can go to hell.
A whole new world, a new fantasy. fantastic point of...
Shit! Shit! Holy shit!